Hello, everybody. Welcome back to everybody another game of League of Legends. I'm the Strategy Professor, doing a little Tahm Kench action here.
My diet is expansively unique.
Big Tahm Kench. We have Ezreal in lane, which is not good for us typically. Jax does scale well. He has a hard time kind of early on ganking, but if I hit level 6...
Minions have spawned.
If I hit level 6, then we can warp behind and kill the Sona like every time. Sona doesn't have very good escapes. Lucian also starts off a little slow. He'll get Vamp Scepter. So I think at level 6, if we get this Jax...
A depth of flavor is what I covet.
Zed and Victor, in theory, can be okay. Their team comp is alright. It's not amazing. It's okay. Yeah, it's going to be a little rough in the laning phase. Real rough in the laning phase. Is she like all AP or something? I don't really have great push. I can use my Chomp to push, I guess. I probably might just need to use my W actually in the laning phase just to try to push, because they don't really have any crowd control. I think he flashed, right? Got him. It's pushing in, so I'm gonna wait. Met coin. Damn it, missed the coin. Oh, come on. Yeah, I just need to thin this out a little bit.
I refuse to succumb to culinary degradation.
Okay, this should be fine. Okay, let me go ahead and exit out of this really quickly. This might be lagging me a little bit. The game feels slightly unresponsive. Okay, there we go. Alright, so... raid that. Grab that. And that looks good. We get a little bit more money. Hey, Sella, can you get Gabe out of here? I don't have my client open.
All creation is born, famished, and starved. A feast awaits. True appetite never wins.
Well, this isn't about being good against their composition. It's about specifically trying to exploit the Sona after I hit level 6 with Jax. I'm going to start maxing Chomp. A lot of times I'll max Q, but since the poke's not going to matter that much, I don't think. I mean, maybe it will. I kind of want the W just to, if I need to push the lane a little bit more. It's probably max Q. But does he have got tier? He doesn't have Sheen or anything. Maybe I should have gone for a second time lash point.
You have slain an enemy. My diet is expansively unique. Another snack. I demand an entree.
They don't have a Drake yet. I don't know why he's glowing green.
No true hunger can be abated.
Second point in time last year.
I am appetite focused. Even when you have no bait, you can still cast a line and hope. Nothing escapes hunger. Dinner. Ally has been slain. Killing spree. Let us eat voraciously and overindulge. A bargain is due.
Alright, we got his heal. He's gonna have to use something there. He's gonna die. We'll let the rest of this push up.
New tastes.
Yeah, we're gonna be up in CS. This is all gonna push in.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab boots on him. Tahm Kench really benefits very heavily from move speed. I used to get swiftness, but Ninja Tabi are just so good right now.
An ally has been slain. My banquet is born. Everyone ends downriver eventually.
I'm not gonna get baited by the Sona.
Misery has a delectable taste.
I guess I shouldn't have gone for that. We're up so much. I was like, come on, please. Surely.
True appetite never wanes.
Surely we can do this with Ezreal. That is false.
An enemy has been slain. To covet is to starve. An enticing culinary prospect.
So I'm gonna go Talisman with the coin. So coin can be a decent option on tanks because you can turn it into Talisman later if you want some extra engage, which is nice with Tahm Kench and Jax. I mean, Jax really benefits very heavily from having that extra engage. Oh, for real? We're going that hard, huh?
slain. Where is that taste? Unstoppable. I prefer to know when my next meal approaches.
Let's do this, Jax.
I refuse to succumb to culinary degradation. A depth of
Yeah, that's right, man. I ran him down, dude. Victor didn't get that. Yeah, let's keep going for redemption. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Lower cooldown's good.
I have tastes that aren't easily pacified.
Yeah, they're all coming. We gotta run.
Is my feast. Another meal. The only way is to deny. Enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. We shall blood it. Enemy has been slain.
Crushing him.
Savor the misery. Every heart has its own hunger.
Whoa, 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 whoa! He spit himself out there. What?
An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain. More! Enemy has been slain. Diet is expensive. Ally has been slain.
Dude, these games. Holy crap.
Regrettably, I must retire in order to find a digestive.
He might be able to just straight kill me here. I gotta be careful.
One end
But I need to be here for, like...
something to nibble on. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Let's give him the experience there. That's Sona. Yeah, Sona has an interesting playstyle.
We all gormandize from time to time. Appetite focused.
He doesn't have heal or anything.
Misery has a delectable taste. Savor the misery. I search for bargains wherever fools cross my domain. To covet is to starve. My banquet is born. Let us eat voraciously and overindulge.
He walked too close.
Requires foresight to manifest.
Yeah, he didn't have to ward that.
No true hunger.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Oh. I didn't realize he was going to smite it. I was just trying to help him. Alright. So what he should have done is he should have just gone right here. So there's no way that's warded. And then we ult behind him. They would have fallen for it. But because they saw a pink ward show up there, they knew he was there. So that was the mistake.
Hunger.
Bros, can we get this?
I shall return to this establishment shortly.
Just trying to see if I can get her flash or something, put a little damage on her, just scare her a little bit. I could have backed, but felt like I kind of needed to protect the dragon. Let's go ahead and use that, just scare him a little bit. Get him out of there.
An enemy has been slain.
Even when you have no bait, you can still cast a line and hope. Every heart has its own hunger.
Not quite enough to kill him.
An enemy has been slain.
that's fine. Yeah, Tahm has a lot of different ways he can peel, or what people would consider peeling. I'm gonna go ahead and get a vow here, because I just have enough for it. It's pretty good right now. Pretty good on Jax.
To covet is to starve.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how you're defining peel, but yeah, I would consider him a premier peeler tank. He's not an engager, that's for sure. Well, he's weird. Like, you can engage if you ult behind him.
All creation is born.
He's a very unique champion. He's one of my favorites for that reason. He does things that no other champions do. I did want to get Ruby Sightstone, but I had a chance to just go ahead and get the Knights. You know, those coins. That's right.
Every heart has its own hunger. Your team has destroyed a turret. No true
Guys, get this. Who cares about Sona? Okay.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
That announcer, man.
Search for bargains wherever fools cross my domain.
Alright.
Nothing escapes hunger.
Let's see here.
All the worlds are with
Yeah, Tahm Kench is sweet. I like Tahm. He's one of my favorite supports, and I've liked him for a long time. I don't play him that often. I play him with Ezreal just because it doesn't matter what you play with Ezreal. Typically, you're going to lose. So it might as well be a Tahm Kench game. But he is good at rotating. So, you know, a lot of times Ezreal gets pushed in. And we didn't actually do any of that this game. We just beat him up in lane because they just are completely disrespecting like what Tahm Kench can do. But, like, typically when they push you in like that, if you're in a losing lane, you can actually teleport behind them with Tahm Kench. We did it once, but Jax telegraphed it and kind of goofed it up. Or you can rotate to other lanes pretty quickly, so... And a lot of people, especially at gold and lower, just won't know what Tahm Kench actually does. You can definitely use that to your advantage.
Legendary. Your team has destroyed the turret.
He spit himself right back out on top of him.
Even when you have no bait, you can still cast a line and hope. No true hunger can be abated.
Yeah, Garen.
Everyone ends down.
Like, just for the record, if you don't know like how Tahm Kench's stuff works, if like they're spitting themselves back out, like into danger. Like I'm trying to carry them out, and I can spit them out manually again with W once I carry them to a safe distance, but they can spit themselves back out in like half a second or something if they just click it. So I can't force them to stay out of danger. Like they can jump right back in if they want to, which is what Ezreal keeps doing. But I'm not deliberately spitting them right back out in front of the, you know, into melee combat with their bruisers. He's choosing to do that. Look at this Nautilus.
We all gormandize from time.
Hydra. I'm not going Hydra. I do need some wins. Like, they can win from this position. It's unlikely, but they can. Trust me, I want a 0 probability. It's not gonna happen, but I want as few chances as possible for them to win this game. I never consider the game's won until it's over. And that's not just like a, you know, like a platitude, you know. Never give up, guys. Always play serious, you know. Game's never over till it's over. Like, legit, it's not. I've lost games like this before.
Enemy double. Legendary. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed the turret.
My diet is expensively.
See if we can get Sona to flash or something. It's gonna keep coming. I guess I don't think it matters.
I am appetite focused. Gluttony is impossible.
An enemy has been slain.
Well, I mean, Tahm Kench has a lot of crowd control in his kit. Like, it's weird crowd control, but it's crowd control, so, you know, don't forget his Q can stun people for 1.5 seconds, and it's on like a 6-second cooldown. And his W can, like, hold people, you know, for like 2 or 2.5 seconds, so, you know, he's got some really long crowd controls. And he's got a stun. And he's got a slow on his Q, and it's a good slow too. It's like a 70% slow or something that doesn't decay. A lot of slows decay. It's the full 70 the entire time. I mean, Tahm's good. I think I'll just be playing Tahm more. We'll have a Tahm revival. Couldn't get him in time. And I can't move through all this stuff. We got it. It's like so many walls and pillars and all this stuff. Revive the catfish. Alright, that's probably gotta be it. That's a pretty long stream, right? It's like 7.5 hours, yeah. Okay, so we'll try to get back in there tomorrow, see if we make some more progress. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Guy got to end on a catfish game, that was good. Yeah, they just, I assume bottom lane just had no idea what Tahm Kench does. I mean, that's the only thing I can assume. And they're just going really hard trying to pressure us. Like, Tahm does a lot of damage. If you walk into him like that, he does a lot of damage early on. I do have a Tahm Kench guide for anyone that's curious. It is on the main channel. Just go check it out. I can pull it up here really quickly. Oh, not that
All right,
one.
Crackers, what up? It's Nate.
It's crazy. The strategy professor coming up with weird. There we go. So yeah, we do have we have a Tahm Kench playlist. You watch all the Tahm Kench you ever wanted to watch. Got like 58 videos of him. He was my most played champion last season. And then we have the guide here if you want to learn how to play him. So he's a lot of fun. He's kind of a weird pick, but he's very good if you're good with him. He requires some interesting decision making, but especially he's good against tanks. So now that tanks are back, this is why I put him a lot higher on my tier list than usual, which I'll release tomorrow. But that's why he's so high up there on the tier list. I only put Blitzcrank above him, who's a tank. And that's because he's very good against tanks. He gets people out of a lot of crowd control, and he does really high percentage damage to tanks. So I'll pull up his thing here really quick and just... I know some people especially who are new to the stream, may not have seen or thought about Tahm Kench's support before, or who are new to the channel. So I heard people talking about, you know, what he does. Or I saw people talking about it in the chat. First of all, what I was trying to set up with Jax is this. Every 120 seconds, you basically get a TF ult for 2. You can warp somewhere, anywhere within 4,500 range, which is really good. Someone jumps in your mouth and they go with you. So it's an excellent ganking tool with the jungler, especially if you're against someone like a Sona who has no escapes, really. Like, Sona's only escape is, like, to ult and try to run. So if you know, warp behind her, Lucian's okay at escaping. But both of them would be very, very susceptible That's why I picked him with Ezreal, because Ezreal typically will get pushed in, and so that's a really good chance for Tahm Kench to get behind him once you hit level 6. Gray skin, you get a little extra shield. If you activate it, most people know that. But this is the big one, his Devour. It does 32% of someone's maximum health when you get that at level 5. That is a lot of damage to tanks. So that's a big deal. I mean, you talk a 3,000 gold or 3,000 HP tank, that's 1,000 damage. Now, it's going to get mitigated by their stuff, their magic resistance, but still, that's a huge hit to tanks or anybody, even squishies. And his Tongue Lash does good damage too. I mean, it's 280 damage for 50 mana. It's on a 6-second cooldown, so this is why he can just solo 80 carries typically if they want to sit there and just let you hit them. And his attacks also do, you know, anywhere from 3% to 4.5% of Tahm Kench's maximum health as bonus magic damage. So you get a nice little chunk there. So if you have 2,000 health, you get an extra 30 on hits. That's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, if you Tongue Lash somebody and then walk up and auto them twice and eat them and spit them out. And the thing is, when you spit them out, that's a free Tongue Lash that you're going to get to hit also. So level 5, that's 180. You know, auto, eat them. This is going to be level 1, so it's going to be 20%. You know, if they have 800 health, that's still going to be, what, 1/5 of 160? That's still going to be 160 damage. So you're talking like 180, 160, that's 340, 2 autos. You know, it's going to be somewhere around 150. So what's that? 150 plus 180 plus 160, 330, 490. Then you're going to get off one more Tongue Lash as soon as you spit them out, because it's going to be off cooldown again. What were we at? 490 plus an additional 180. I mean, you're looking at 700 or 800 damage on a full rotation combo from Tahm Kench at level 5. So it's a lot of damage. It's going to kill just about anybody. I mean, the problem with Tahm Kench, of course, is if they don't let you do that. If you miss your Tongue Lash, or they like dash or, you know, flash away, or you have a bunch of other people beating on you while you're trying to run at him, that's the problem, is he can get kited. So he's really powerful, though, in the right circumstances, especially if the enemy disrespects you and doesn't, you know, doesn't back up after they get hit with the first Tongue Lash. So anyways, that's it for the Tahm VOD. Thank you very much, and have a great evening.